Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
California fast food restaurants have been forced to cut back on employee hours, shut down, or consider moving out of state completely because of Governor Gavin Newsom's new $20 an hour minimum wage law, a new study has shown. The Employment Policies Institute survey of nearly 200 fast food companies found that 89% of those eateries polled have already been forced to reduce scheduled hours for their employees, less than a year since it was passed. Some have had to lay off staff completely, a prospect many had warned about when the progressive signed the bill into law in the fall. Others complained that the concerns of small franchisees and their staffers would not be met, something the survey suggests is already occurring as officials continue to bill the law as a success. The study, meanwhile, also found that of those who remain employed, there's been less access to overtime and opportunities for extra shifts, limiting their overall take-home. Scroll down for video. To better understand the impact brought by the increase in minimum wage, the fiscally conservative nonprofit looked at 182 limited-service restaurant operators in the Golden State. The analysis took place between June and July, after new data released by the state revealed more than 6,000 fast food jobs have already been lost since January. The month the survey started, one of the most recognizable fast food storefronts in all of Hollywood lost its long-held spot on Sunset as Arby's Roast Beef closed its doors after 55 years. Farewell Hollywood, the eatery, owned solely by 91-year-old Marilyn Levitin, told customers in a sign on its shuttered door on June 15. TY for 55 great years. At the time, Levitin, the longtime holder of the lease, revealed to KTLA that she had been struggling to stay open for years. Truth is, I think it was the pandemic that did us in. I really feel we would have closed during the pandemic, if it weren't for the federal loans, she said. The proverbial nail in the coffin came in the form of Newsom's guidance, which the new study showed has caused higher menu prices almost across the board, 98%. Some 70% of respondents said they have reduced staff or consolidated positions to compensate in some way, and for those businesses that survived, 3/4 of their bosses said they have had to limit overtime or opportunities for them to pick up extra shifts. Such practices were commonplace previously, as another 67% said the new mandatory minimum wage will end up costing them an extra $100,000 per location. The restaurants questioned, moreover, went unnamed as chains like Carl's Jr., Jack and the Box, and El Pollo Loco, all holding major presences in the state. A little more than 1 in 4 said the new law will end up costing them as much as $200,000. While an astounding 93% said they will eventually hike menu prices in some way. Those who said a future reduction of employee hours was in the cards accounted for 87% of the sample set, while 75% said the number of their employees will decrease in the near future. An even more startling 99% said price will increase at some point, with 73% saying the hikes will be significant. 92% said that raising menu prices will hinder future customer foot traffic, and a similar 89% said they are now less likely to expand within the state. A further 59% said they are now considering to expand outside of the state, in order to pay a lesser minimum wage elsewhere. Some 74% said there is an increase in the likelihood of shutting their restaurants down, an increasingly real concept as restaurants continue to shutter. Recent reporting from Business Insider showed how this is already happening, with customer foot traffic around California's fast food restaurants considerably down. That said, the true fruits of the September bill, officially named AB 1228, will only truly be known in the coming months. In the meantime, state officials are set to hold a fast food industry council next week, where council representatives will look at the current state of the industry.